Friends, here our concept is working with echo command. See, this echo command is one of the most basic and frequently used command in our Unix world, and it is used for to display a message, to display a command output, and to display a variable value. And here you can use your echo command on your command line and also in your shell scripts. So first we will see how to use your echo command on your command line, then we'll go with shell scripts. Let me open my terminal. See, suppose I have a message called welcome to shell scripting. So this message I want to display on my command line. Then you have to use simply echo space your message. That's it. And for this message, you can also use quotations. That too, it may be double quotations or single quotations. But for time being, I'm using only double quotations. We'll discuss about single quotation in our further sessions, not now. So simply echo, start with quotation, write your message, and then close with your quotations. That's it. Fine. This is the first usage of your echo command. Now, suppose if I write echo ls, we know that ls is a command, but by default, whenever if you write something in quotations or without quotations, that is like a message. That's why if I done this, if I run this, see the result, it is simply displaying ls. But using echo command, you can also execute commands. So if you want to execute any command with echo command, you have to write a dollar, then open parenthesis and then close parenthesis. Not only ls command, you can run any command with this syntax. Be clear, echo, start the quotation, write dollar, then open parenthesis, your command, then close parenthesis and then close your quotation. That's it. And you can also use echo command to display a variable value. So as of now, you might not know about variable, but don't worry. Suppose if I run env command, there are some default variables with your system. Suppose host name. What is the shell? Right? Simply some variable, it is having some value. Now I can also use echo command to display variable value. Suppose there is a variable called user, default variable with your system. See the result? And there is a variable called shell, capital letters. Now here shell or user are variables for your operating system and that to default variables, and to display any variable value you can use echo command. That's it. Now let me write a simple shell script to understand the uses of echo command. So before going to write, always please check this. So we are having our bash in this location. Let me copy this because I need to write the very first line as shebang line or interpreter line, right? So usage of echo command dot sh. So I am writing the very first line as shebang line, that is my interpreter or my shell. Fine. See, I am using echo. This is a simple message. Then I can also write one more line in the next line, echo. This is one more line. That's it. In the same script, you can also use one more time your echo command to execute suppose some commands. Let's say I want to write, I need to display the date command output. I can also use to display some variable value. Let's say I have a variable called user, then I want to display that. Then use dollar, then user. Friends, suppose if you don't know what is a variable, don't worry. We have a detailed session on that. We'll discuss in that session about your variables. For time being, just concentrate on how to use echo command. That's it. Now let me save this and run this. So before going to run, you have to provide execution permission for that. Now let me run your script. See the result. This is your script. And you are getting the output for that this way. And one more thing, whenever if you are running your shell script will run your code line by line. I mean, the very first line anyway, that is a shebang line, it won't execute. Simply your operating system will understand that the remaining lines has to execute with the help of bash shell. The very first thing is, first it will execute this line. Then after that it will go and execute second line, then third line, then fourth line. That's it. So that's the way you are getting your output. Now, suppose instead of displaying simply here automation and here date, I want to modify the script in this way. See the result. What I am doing is today date is, that is a message, space. Then anyway, you know how to execute a command with the help of echo command. Echo today date is dollar parenthesis date. Then you know dollar user is nothing but the currently logged user. Now I am writing the user name is, that's it. Now let me save this and run this. So before running, just see the code. Now I am running that shell script. That's it. Fine. Now this is very simple echo command. Actually, you have complete syntax for your echo command, that is echo hyphen e or hyphen n or hyphen capital E. These are optional, and arguments. Arguments are also optional. As of now, we are running our echo command by providing any message or some command or some variable. I can also directly use echo command without providing anything, but it will display an empty line. You can also use this in your shell script, and you can use any number of echo commands without any options or without any arguments. See, I use 2 times without any options and arguments, so that it is going to display 2 empty lines. Now see the result. So this is because of 2 echo commands without any options and arguments. Arguments is nothing but any message or command or variable. That's it. Fine. Now, but here we are having some options, hyphen E, hyphen N or hyphen capital E. You can also club all these 3 options at a time, or any 2 options, or any 1 option. Fine. The very first one is hyphen N. So whenever if you use echo with hyphen N, what it is doing? Simply the trailing new line is suppressed. That means, see the result. Suppose I am writing here echo hyphen E, sorry, hyphen N. Whenever if I write echo hyphen N, this message will display directly first. After that, without hyphen N, actually this output will display in the next line. But because of this hyphen N, your cursor won't go to next line. Whatever the executing command is there in the next line, that output will be displayed here itself. That's it. Now let me run and see the result. See, you are having hyphen N for this is one more line. Yes, you are getting this is one more line. But after that, generally your cursor has to go to next line. But because of this hyphen N, your cursor won't go to next line, and whatever it is there in the next line, that will be executed in the same line. That's it. So that is the usage of hyphen N. Sometimes while writing our shell script for our designing purpose, I mean to showcase our shell script, we will use hyphen N option as well. That's fine. Now, second thing, hyphen E option. So it is used to execute backslash escaped characters. Before going to use that, let me explain a very simple example. Suppose I am writing one more shell script, one more with echo. Then I am writing very first line as shebang line, user bin bash. I am writing echo. This is a first line. Then echo. This is a second line. Now let me run this and see the result first. So you're having 2 echo commands. That's the reason you're going to get output in 2 lines. Yes. Now, if you observe, immediately you're writing 2 echo commands. Then instead of writing immediately 2 echo commands, what I will do is, I will use only 1 echo command, and I will write this information also in the first echo command. But I want to get output in 2 lines. First, let me write and see the result. Suppose that is the first line, then this is the second line. And anyway, as of now, if you run your shell script, you're having 1 echo command and with some message. But I want to display this message in one line and this message in the next line. But as of now, it is not possible. But I can use a slash n special backslash escaped character. And because of that, actually the next information whatever you are having after slash n, that has to go to next line. But see the result, it is not going and it is displaying slash n as it is. But if you want to execute slash n, means if you want to send your cursor to next line, then you have to use -e option for your echo command. Execute your special characters and see the result now. Now you are getting your information in 2 lines, even though if you are using only one echo command because of slash n. And we are executing that slash n with the help of -e option. Likewise, like slash n, you're having different types of backslash escaped characters. So these are the list. So now slash b is nothing but to send your cursor one position back. Slash t to provide horizontal tab. Slash v to provide vertical tab. Slash a, it will create some sound alert. See, whenever if you press on your if you press tab on your terminal, it will create some sound. That sound will be created by slash a. Slash r, carries return. Slash c, suppress any further output. Let me show you some of them, or let me go with one by one. I am displaying, I'm executing directly on your command line. Same thing you can use in your shell script as well. First thing, echo -e, 1, 2 I am writing. And before 1, after 1 I am writing slash b. Because of that, what will happen? First it will display 1, one. Then your cursor will come back one position. And it will start writing 2, so that e is overwrite with t. First thing, it will display up to 1. Then your cursor is waiting here on your command line. But because of slash b, your cursor come to e position, one position back. Suppose if you use 2 slash b's, then see the result. The same way, you have carriage return. Suppose I am writing hello slash or hi, and see the result now. First it will display hello, but because of slash or, your cursor position will come to very first place, and from there onwards it will try to write the data, that is hi. So h and I will replace in the place of h and e, and remaining information will be there as it is. Suppose if second word is having more length compared to your first word, then the first word is completely replaced with the second one. And if suppose if I use slash c, then it will suppress the remaining output. It will display only the first information. Then after slash c, whatever the information you are having, that won't display. That's it. So likewise, you are having different backslash escaped characters. Yeah, let me show you slash t and slash v as well. Suppose echo -e, hello. I am writing slash t. Now see the result, tab space. But if I write slash v, it is a vertical tab. Hello in one line, then vertical tab means next line. In the next line, it will provide vertical tab and then it will display shell. So for sometimes to design your output, you can take slash v. And one more thing, last thing, suppose if I write 2 times slash here, then see the result. If you want to escape the purpose of your special characters, your backslash characters, then before that character, you have to write 2 slashes so that it won't execute. It will skip and will display as it is. That's it. Fine. Then the last one, the last option is capital E. Capital E is nothing but your default echo command. See, suppose if I write echo hi slash n and hello, then slash n will not execute because we are not using -e option. But if I use -e option, it will execute. But even though if you use -e option and if you don't want to execute your special character, then use capital E. That's it. Simply capital E option is nothing but normal echo command without any option. That's it. Fine. Now we are having one more usage of your echo command, that is just to display your messages or output in terms of colors. So if you want to display your output in terms of colors, you have to use again -e option. Then you have to provide some color code. See that what I am doing is echo. Be clear, if you want to execute your color codes, you have to use echo -e option, and quotations are mandatory. That's the reason for all times I'm using double quotations for your echo command. See, sometimes you don't need to use your double quotations. See, suppose if I write simply echo hi, it will work. Sorry. Echo hi, it will work. Even though if you use quotations, it will work. But for color codes, -e and quotations are mandatory. That's the reason from starting onwards I am taking double quotations for your echo command. So simply echo -e /033. This is the syntax for your color codes, and let me write suppose 32M, and I am writing hello, and see the result what you are getting. You are getting your output in terms of green, and also your terminal you are getting your terminal color is also you are getting as green. But I want to get my terminal color in the default. That means once if you display your message, you have to reset your color. So the default color is 0M. That's it. Now see the result. Only your message will display in terms of colors. Right? Suppose if you want to display your color in terms of thick, then you have to take here instead of 0, 2. Suppose if I take 4 underline, right? Let me take instead of 2, 1. Actually 1 is for thick color, right? So guys, actually we are having different types of color codes. So these are the list of color codes. Anyway, I will share these codes so that you can understand how to use different types of color codes and different styles. Okay. Okay guys, finally let me write a simple shell script with echo command. Echo shell script.sh. So what I am doing is first bin bash echo. I am writing welcome to shell scripting. Then I want to write echo with colors I want to write. Then /033. Then let me take thick color. Let me take 31M. Guys, after M, if you provide some space, that space will preserve on your output also. That's why immediately after M, I am writing. Now we are good with usage of echo command. And after, I mean, at the end of your message, please do follow this step. That is just to make your default color. Set the color as your default. That is simply 0M. Now let me save this. And let me provide the execution permissions. Just run your shell script. See the result. So one message without colors and second message with colors. That's it. Okay. Okay guys. Thank you. If you have any doubts, please post your query.